Welcome to final BSc Statistics students. In semester 5, this is the syllabus of paper 6. Unit 1, importance of statistical quality control and how do you construct a control chart. What are the basics of control charts, interpretation of control charts, and some control limits, natural tolerance limits, specification limits, etc. Unit 2, variable control charts and attribute control charts. Unit 3 describes acceptance sampling plans. Some basic definitions, important basic definitions. Unit 4, single and double sampling plans and their OC and ASN curves, etc. Unit 5, reliability, exponential distribution as a life model, memoryless property, and some important definitions. Now come to, we discuss Unit 1. In Unit 1, we discuss Lesson 1, some of the important definitions of statistical quality control. Now, introduction to statistical quality control. Quality of a product depends on 4 M's. Material, machine, manpower, and management. These are 4 M's. Good qualitative material only gives quality of a good quality of a product, good qualitative product. Quality of mission, good qualitative mission only gives qualitative product. Similarly, skilled manpower only gives quality of the product. Management, skilled management, efficient management only produces the good qualitative product. So therefore, quality of the product depends on these 4 M's. It's very important that good qualitative material, qualitative mission, skilled manpower, and efficient management. Right? Now, see the contribution of 3 main persons to develop statistical quality control. Statistical quality control was developed after 1920s. Dr. Walter A. Shewhart of the Bell Telephone Laboratories was one of the early pioneers of the field. He was developed the statistical quality control. In 1924, he wrote a memorandum showing a modern control chart. This is one of the basic tools of statistical process control. In the process control, the control chart was one of the main important basic statistical tool. Who discovered this? W.A. Shewhart. And H.F. Dodge and H.G. Romick, 2 other persons, provided much of the leadership in the development of statistically based sampling and inspection methods, basing on some particular inspection rules, sampling inspection rules. They developed some theory which supports statistical quality control. The work of these three men forms much of the basis of the modern field of statistical quality control. Today, what we have applying the kind of techniques to specify whether the process is under statistically quality control because of three main persons. Shivert, Dodge and Romick. Now come to the definition of statistical quality control, for which before entering into the definition, we see the three important points here. Quality means the product that determines its fitness for use. What is meant by quality? Quality meant by a particular product that determines its fitness for use. It is ready to use. It is fit to use. Any particular product is fit to use, that specifies quality. That is nothing but meaning of quality. Quality control is a powerful technique for effective diagnosis of lack of quality in any one of the materials, processes, machines of end products. If you study this, you can understand the entire SQC, statistical quality control. Quality control is a powerful technique of diagnosing lack of quality in any one of the materials, processes, machines of end products. Quality control ensures by insisting on quality specifications or along the line from the arrival of materials, each of their processing, to the final delivery of goods. Quality control ensures any quality specifications or in the line, whatever the quality specifications given by the company or entrepreneur or a producer, quality control check from time to time whether the quality of the product meeting the specifications. That's very important. Now the definition. Statistical quality control is a planned collection and effective use of the data for studying causes of variations in quality of materials, machines, manpower, and between the processes, procedures, etc. over a period of time. What we do in the statistical quality control is we collect the data effectively and we use the data effectively. We collect the data and we use the data effectively. That means as we have studied previously, in any production process, inspecting each and every item is not possible. In a case where this particular quality control exists, enters. In such a case, what we do is we consider the product, the item of the product at regular intervals of time. The items of the product at regular intervals of time. For example, for every 15 minutes, we take one item randomly. We consider one item randomly, and then we check that particular item whether it is meeting the specifications. Okay, that is whatever the item we have selected at every 15 minutes. Likewise, in the 24 hours of span, we consider some number of items. That is nothing but collection of the data. That is planned collection. And what is effective use? Checking whether that particular item or those items are meeting the specifications at regular intervals of time. For what? For which particular purpose we are doing this? That is for studying causes of variation. What are the causes of varying the product? That is may not be whether they are meeting the specifications. If there are any kind of variation present in the process, that is nothing but studying the causes of variation. Any particular causes are present for varying the product. If the item is not meeting the specification, then what are the reasons that we have to identify? That is in between, that is all. This may be observed in the quality of materials, machines, manpower, between the processes, procedures, etc. over a period of time. I specified period of time. Over a period of time, in a particular day, at a very regular time interval. This analysis is effectively used for watching and to take an appropriate action in various processes of the system, like handling, manufacturing, packaging, transporting, and delivery at end use. We have to effectively use this particular procedure to identify any variation in all these kinds of categories: handling, manufacturing, packaging, transporting, and delivery of at end use. Everything. Hope you understand. Now come again, we discuss some more points. The main purpose of statistical quality control is separating the assignable causes from the chance causes. This enabling you to take immediate remedial action whenever assignable causes are present. See this particular point, it depends on two definitions: assignable causes, chance causes. The chance cause, briefly I tell you, thereafter we discuss these two definitions. Chance causes are not controlled by, cannot be controlled by human hand, whereas assignable causes can be identified and eliminated by human hand. Keep these two particular things in mind to study this. The main purpose of SQC is separating the assignable causes, that is, whichever the causes can be identified and eliminated, from the chance causes, which means whichever the variation which cannot be identified and eliminated by human endeavor, by human hand. And such kind of separating the assignable causes from the chance causes is nothing but one of the main important purpose of statistical quality control. The elimination of assignable causes, it is described as bringing a process under control. Why do you want to eliminate the assignable causes after separating it? Because to bring the entire statistical process, the process is under statistical control. Right? Now we study what are causes of variation. There are two causes of variation in any repetitive process. 1. Chance causes of variation. 2. Assignable causes of variation. Now we discuss 1. Chance causes of variation. 1. The natural variability in the process is relatively small, then it is considered as an acceptable level of process performance. This natural variability is often called a stable system of chance causes. That is, I say, if in any particular process, if you do some particular process, that is to manufacture a particular item of a product, usually the process is to be repeated and repeated again and again. Hope you understand. That is, one particular process is always, it is to be repeated. In the repetition, there may be some kind of variation present. Some kind of variation present. Therefore, that is to be always should be under control. But whereas such kind of variation cannot be identified. Cannot be identified because, you see, for example, some particular operator is handling the machine. After some time, another operator handling the machine. The same machine handled by or handling by two or more operators in a particular day. Obviously, handling the machine by one particular operator is quite different. Even though both are skilled persons, it is quite different. There may be some particular changes between the handling the machine by the other operator. One operator to another operator, there may be some definite changes of handling in the process of handling the machine. So, in this particular process, there may be some definite kind of variation. I give you an example. For example, a manufacturing company produces bikes. But all bikes produced by the same company may not give same mileage. Why? What is happening? So that is such kind of variation which cannot be controlled by human endeavor. That's what the example I have specified, that two or more operators may handle the same mission in a particular day, which we cannot identify why the variation occurs, even though the same kind of skilled operators are handling the mission, the same mission. But we cannot identify such kind of variation. Maybe definite variation, maybe definite a variation can be observed, is observed. Definite variation is observed in this kind of process which cannot be observed, which cannot be identified, which cannot be controlled. Such kind of variation is known as the variation, natural variability in the process. Hope you understand. And the variability which cannot be controlled by human endeavor, such variation is known as chance causes of variation. Simply we can specify that the variability which cannot be controlled by human endeavor, by human hand, we cannot control any kind of variation. Such variation is known as chance causes of variation. The chance causes are inherent part in any process, that is, in any kind of process, whatsoever the process, this variability definitely will be there. This variability definitely will be there. That cannot be controlled by human hand. Hope you understand. Now come to the part. Next variation, assignable causes of variation. The other kind of variability may occur in the output process, which means right from the raw material, taking the raw material till the end delivery of the goods. So that is called output process. These type of variations occur due to improperly adjusted missions, operator errors, or defective raw materials, like etc. Such variability is generally large when compared to the natural variability. The natural variability means chance causes of variation. Such variability is generally large when compared to the natural variability and is usually represents an unacceptable level of process performance. Whereas you observe, it is acceptable as in the chance causes of variation. The chance causes of variation are acceptable level of process performance, whereas the assignable causes of variation represents an unacceptable level of process performance. We refer to these sources of variability that are not part of chance causes pattern as assignable causes, which are not chance causes, which we can call assignable causes of variation. A process that is operating in the presence of assignable causes is said to be out of control, whereas a process presents chance causes, which is said to be under control. A process that is operating in the presence of assignable causes is said to be out of control. The assignable causes of variation can be identified and controlled by human hand, but chance causes of variation cannot be controlled by human hand. I repeat, the assignable causes of variation that can be identified, which can be identified and controlled by human hand, but chance causes of variation cannot be controlled by human hand. Thank you. You can contact me for any doubts. This is my email, chogiraju73@gmail.com.